Hey folks, Kevin Michalowski here, editor of Concealed Carry Magazine. I'm with Tom Grieve, noted criminal defense attorney, and we're taking a look at a scenario that deals with a disparity of force and the possibility of facing multiple attackers. What we want you to learn from this situation is 1, how to avoid it, 2, when you can use force when you're faced with folks like this, and what you need to do legally to make sure that you are protected after the fight is over. Tom, talk to us a little bit about a scenario like this when there's more than one person, we don't see any real weapons or anything like that. How does this all pull together? Why is this important to think about?
Well, it's important to think about because it's something that invariably a lot of us have encountered on any given day. I mean, you might be walking into a parking lot, you could be changing a tire in your car, and some sort of scenario which just seems spooky. You know, the hair on the back of your neck stands up and you're saying something isn't right. But what tactics and what are the laws that you need to know to survive that encounter?
Thank you very much. Let's roll that video, take a look. Before we get started, I want you to subscribe to this page and click that notifications bell up in the corner so we'll let you know every time we come out with a new video. And because we're all about saving lives here at the USCCA, I want you to share this video or tag a friend in the comments down below so that we can let responsibly armed Americans all over the country know what's going on. Also, stick around till the end for a special offer I know you're not going to want to miss. Let's roll the scenario and see what happens.
Need some help?
No,
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Pretty good with this stuff?
Yeah, no,
Got
I've
it
already
right?
called someone.
Are you sure? Okay. Otherwise I
Hi.
can...
just want to help out.
Yeah,
No, I've
we're
already,
here.
you know what, I've already.
Tom, we see in this scenario, our young lady is on the side of the road fixing a flat tire, and she's approached by first a guy from the front, and then boom, out of nowhere, here's this guy alongside her coming around from behind. And this is a situation where, you know what, doesn't look good, but it's not really bad yet. You know, there is a weapon, potentially, the tire iron out there, and then you see our bad guy coming around behind the car, actually startles our role player there. What do we need to do in this sort of situation?
Well, there's two sides to it. You've got the tactics and you have the law. On the legal end, that tire iron, which could be a tool to obviously do whatever kind of repair she might be working on, could also be a weapon.
Yep.
But when does it cross the line? When does it go from tool to weapon? And that's where we have to look at intent. We have got to look at words. We have to look at what we like to say in law, the totality of the circumstances, in order to figure out really here, is that a weapon or is that a tool? How are we going to be able to figure this out? But keep in mind, if she tries to use self-defense, she's going to have to be able to prove in court that she was defending herself and she was in reasonable imminent fear of death or great bodily harm. I think what we saw at that point probably is going to qualify.
Yeah, we don't have quite enough information, and this is what happens to people every single day when you're interacting with other folks. She's there on the side of the road. She's very vulnerable. She can't get in the car and drive away. We got people coming at her from both sides, and this is a situation where you need to assess the situation very accurately and very quickly. You need to understand what the intent of these folks are, and you need to be able to articulate that to probably a prosecutor, certainly officers on the scene if you decide to use force. And what are you going to do to protect yourself in a situation like this? Folks, comment down below. Tell us what you might do in a situation like this. And if you've ever seen something like this, what have you done? How are you going to protect yourself? Tom and I are going to keep talking about this scenario and break it down even further. But only members get to see that complete breakdown. So click on the link below to activate your membership immediately. Oh, and remember that offer we talked about? You're going to get a limited edition Kershaw knife and a digital training package worth more than $500 when you activate your membership.